What's happening? Peace, 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 peace. Keeping it real around me, coming to you live from beautiful California. Yeah, I don't know if you can see me out here. It's real nice out here. It's actually a little too hot for me, but well, I don't want to say too hot and then it get cold, but you feel what I'm saying. I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're doing amazing. You know, if you can, take a moment, hit pause on this video. Find something you're grateful for. Thank our Creator, Jah, Yahweh, Allah, Most High. You know, whatever name you wanna call our Creator. You know, but just take a moment and just say something you're thankful for. You know, something you're grateful for. You know, whether it's this beautiful weather out here. You know, if it's cold and raining, you know what I mean, and you're grateful you got an umbrella or a jacket. You know what I mean, if you got food in your refrigerator, if you got a phone that you can watch this on. Hold on one second, let me unbutton this sleeve. But you should be grateful for something, man, and just put that energy out into the universe, because we need it. It's really necessary. All right, boom. Now, where was I at? Brings us to today's topic. Moors, obviously. But today I want to speak on Moors that may not realize or understand that they're Moors. Or I want to speak to Moors that may not realize this jewel that is in the Quran. And well, I ain't even going to talk about it too much. Let's get right to it. In chapter 45, the divine origin of the Asiatic nations. And this is the Quran Circle 7, divinely prepared by Noble Drew Ali. If you don't have it, you can go to rvbaypublications.com. That's RVBEY publications.com, all one word. You can go to Khalifa Media. You can go to hermetic.com, HERETIC, hermetic. No. HERMETIC, hermetic, excuse me. I was spelling heretic. Hermetic.com, and just search, you know, Noble Drew Ali or Moors, it'll come up. Or just email me, you know what I mean, iamhhtemple@gmail.com, and I'll send you the link so you can read it for free. Anyways, chapter 45, let me get to read. The Asiatic nations and countries in North, South, and Central America. Now that's from the top of North America all the way to the bottom of South America, not just the United States. The Asiatic nations of North, South, and Central America, i.e. the Moorish Americans and Mexicans in North America, Brazilians, Argentinians, and Chileans in South America, Colombians, Nicaraguans, and the natives of San Salvador in Central America, etc. All of those nations are Muslims. Now, I read that a lot, but a while back it really clicked into me on what that's saying. And you have to understand the context and the language and the words that's being used. In these days and times, it's 2018 right now, when we hear the word Muslim or Muslim, we think this person that's connected to a religious system, a religious way of life. And likewise with Christian, you know, we think the church, we think, you know, singing, all of that. However, we have to take those terms out of 2018 and put them back in the proper context. And in the proper context, back in the day, 700s, you know what I mean, Muslim referred to generally people that look like us, Moors, aka black people. And so generally when they seen us, they would refer to us as Muslims or Muslims. And in fact, just to clear something up real quick, because in the book it says Muslim, M-O-S-L-E-M. And you know, there's different takes on that, and I could get into a much deeper discussion, but the gist of it is to understand that Muslim, M-O-S-L-E-M, is a much older term than Muslim, M-U-S-L-I-M. So just understand it's really two words two different spellings of the same word. It's just one word is much older than the other. But coming back to what it means in terms of identity, Muslim back in those days was referring to Moors, and that's why in the dictionary, if you look up Moor, oftentimes it'll say the Muslims that inhabited Spain, or if you hear, matter of fact, even a better thing, if you listen to Muslims themselves speak, or people that are aware of Muslim history and Islamic history, they'll speak of the golden age of Islam when the Muslims ruled Spain, which is really Moors ruling Spain. So you have to understand context, and in history, back then, Moor and Muslim was synonymous. So generally speaking, when they would say Muslim, or when you read Muslim in history, in a historical context, back then it's actually speaking about us. Likewise, when you see Christians or Cristianos, that's speaking about European people. It's not just speaking about people that were just in the church, but by and large, most of the Europeans were quote-unquote Christians. And so you have to understand that dynamic when we're speaking about history. I bring that up, in particular, Moors and Christians, or the Spanish way of saying it, Moros y Cristianos, because you can look and see the evidence of this, because this is a famous dish, as well as a like a festival, like a holiday, like a celebration that goes on in Spain to this day, if I'm not mistaken, where it reenacts the Moors being defeated by the Christians, aka the blacks getting defeated by the Europeans, or the quote-unquote white people. In addition to that, the meal, it's a meal called Moros y Cristianos. This rice and beans, and I want you to guess what color is the rice and what color is the beans, and what does Christians or Cristianos refer to? What does it refer to? You know what I mean? I'll show you. Rather than me tell you, rather than you guess, let's just check it out.
I just had baby number 2 about a month ago, and during the entire pregnancy, all I craved was Cuban food. Now, most of you know that I'm Colombian, so Colombians don't get mad. I love Colombian food. It's what I crave always. But during this pregnancy, Cuban. And the one dish that I craved in particular was Moros y Cristianos, which literally translates to Moors and Christians. Because politically correct or not, it contains black beans, which represent the Moors, and rice, which represent the Christians. I'll have you know that I consider myself to be one of the black beans. It's just the way it is.
Wait. Are you trying to say? Wait. Are you trying to tell me that Mexicans and Brazilians and Chileans and Argentinians, are you trying to say all of them are Moors, Rami? Is that what you're trying to tell me? No, that's not what I'm telling you. Drew Ali, man, it's in the book. I didn't make it up. I didn't put all this together. Let's get a recap so we understand what's going on. Historically, Moors and the word Muslim was synonymous. We understand that. It wasn't just referring to your religious way of life. We also understand that Christian represented quote-unquote Europeans. Okay? Fact. And you can talk to Muslims, they'll say that when the Muslims ruled Spain was the golden age of Islam. But Moors were ruling Spain, so we understand that's synonymous. Boom. We also understand that there's a celebration and a meal known as Moros y Cristianos, the Moors and the Christians, and it's black beans and white rice. Now you tell me, who are the Moros and who are the Cristianos? Okay, so now we got that squared away. The biggest fact of all of that is, where is that meal famous? Where do those people, where is this meal being made at right now? Cuba? Dominican? Well, wait a minute now, because last time I checked, Cuba wasn't in Europe. Cuba wasn't in Morocco. Well, that's not. But that's over here. That's in South America, Central America. What is that doing over here? Why are they making Moros y Cristianos over here? Unless all of those peoples are Muslims or yes, Moors. So let's read this again, one more time. The Asiatic nations, that would be us. The Asiatic nations and countries in North, South, and Central America, the Moorish Americans and Mexicans in North America, Brazilians, Argentinians, Chileans in South America, Colombians, Nicaraguans, and the natives of San Salvador in Central America, etc., meaning the rest of the nations, just didn't list them all of these are Moors. Hello. And I'm going to tell you something before I close out. I was at work yesterday, and it was these dark-skinned people, and they were speaking what sounded like Spanish. And I said, excuse me, what's your nationality? And he said, oh, we're Cuban. And he said, yeah, we come in all shades, brother, because they were dark-skinned. And he was already assuming that I was kind of confused that they were Cuban. I wasn't confused. I was just confirming what I suspected, that they definitely were from over here, you know, and I just need to confirm exactly where. And it just reaffirmed the yes. From the top, the tippy top of North America, all the way through the United States and through Mexico and all the way down to Central America and all the way down to the bottom of the Americas. It's all us, baby. All Moors. Brazilian Moors, Colombian Moors, Cuban Moors, Argentinian Moors, Venezuelan Moors, Dominican Republican Moors, well, you know, Jamaican Moors. It's all Moors, baby. All Muslims. Understand that. You know what I mean? And I think we're going to end on that, man. It's a beautiful day. And yeah, I'm going to close on that. So just understand, man, this book, it's not just on the religious hype. No. It has history. It has our heritage. It has our culture. It's all in here. You got to study. You got to dig deep. There's many layers to this movement, to Noble Drew Ali, to this Quran. You know, so don't just read it on that surface level and think you got it. Got to read it at least 100 times. Just then you might start getting all the jewels. You feel me? Keep shining. Read the Quran. Study the works of Noble Drew Ali. Study history. Study Moorish history. Study Spanish history. And that's it, man. Much love. Adios.